Hi guys, it has been such a long time, but your girl is back, hopefully. But anyway, let's get into, I'm about to film a memory plan with me. Before, I just wanted to show you guys the planner I picked for this year. This is a Sadie Stickers classic size disc thingy. I got these discs, I bought them from Michael's. They are from the Happy Planner. So yeah, the actual disc, but the cover and the inserts are Sadie stickers. I thought this cover was so freaking cute. Loved it, had to have it. So I'm just gonna kind of show you guys the inside of the planner. This is the classic size, so this is like a Happy Planner size, but it's like it's okay. I'll show you. Because the regular stickers fit in here. So yeah, so this is the cover. You get to choose your own cover, and these are the Sadie Stickers Weekly January 26th classic disc. That's the first. Then you just get a blank page, and I got weekly only dated. So essentially you get more space at the bottom and the top. Okay, but the regular 1.5 by 1.9 stickers fit in here. It just gives you extra room at the bottom and top. I hope that makes sense. This splits like I can see it in person, but you may not be able to see it on camera. But I did get this because most people are doing away with the what do you call it, the covers, the planner covers. So yeah, you can see it. But I did like these that you can pop them in and out. It looks like I have like 2 sets of inserts in here. But I'll move the other out in a little bit. But yeah, I wanted inserts that I could take out, but you know, you know, and you can easily pop them back in. These are dated, so these are just the weekly. I don't have any monthlies in here. On the side right here, she has the month, and clearly since this is the week of New Year's, it starts in December, and it's literally just, let me take my stickers out that I'm gonna film the plan with me on. But I mean, it's self-explanatory, but I did like that it had extra space at the bottom, and it's just continuous weekly. But yeah, that's all that's going on. I do have a set of inserts. I was trying my hand at something. I hated how this came out. I kind of wanted to do like journal-esque, situation. I don't really like it, looks junky. So yeah. But I have another set, but these are undated in here. And this is what the undated looks like. It's just blank, but it's the same sizing and everything. So that is all I have for you guys today. And next, you'll be hearing from voiceover. Hi guys, we are back to voiceover jam. So this kit is from Lynner Designs that I chose to use. This is Quiet Evening, and I used it for the week of March 16th through the 22nd. I decided to just pick up where we are. Like, I'm hoping this video can actually go up tomorrow or Sunday. So we'll just be doing like a week behind or something like that. Anyway, I just decided to start where we are. This first part of the year has been treacherous. I'm gonna plan it alone. But I probably will not be sharing those spreads. I don't know. I might eventually share them on Instagram before it's like videos, Just pick up where we started. Life is getting better, all the things. So, yes, let's talk about this week. So, this week I'm working. Work is not the best right now, but it's a job, Um, and we in this economy we have to be grateful for that. So that's the mindset I'm trying to keep. and I know things will get better. But yeah. This week, I called out. Like, I just couldn't do it Monday. I had it. Healthcare is just treacherous right now, but so I called out Monday. I've been really into my health kick, so I've been drinking more smoothies. I talk about eating sardines because your girl is trying to get her omega 3s. I've been, doing, like I said, making smoothies, salads, trying to like get my vitamins in, get my iron intake up, vitamin D, all the things, just take better care of myself. Did I eat out quite a bit yet this week? Yes, but baby steps. What else? But I have been like eating my breakfast at home, like cooking breakfast, so that's good. Um, oh, this week I watched a lot of Law and Order SVU, as well as I watched gymnastics. We had the SEC championships this week, which was really, really exciting. I did not read this week. I started reading the current week that we're in. Um, I started back reading. I had not been reading. I had not been planning. I stopped journaling in my Hobonichi. I was doing good for I missed like a month, but we started back journaling. So that's exciting. So we're just finally getting back. But I will see you guys in the day by day. Hey guys, we're back for the day by day, and this is how the base came out. Really, really cute. I really like the copper and how, you know, that's going. We're gonna zoom right in. I have not filmed in so long. It is literally 12 o'clock. I just got off work. I got off work 3 to 11 now. So, yeah, I'm putting a March script. It is a bit big, but I'll fix that come next because this is the week of March 16th. I'm gonna just lay some stickers down. Wow. I decided to just start with March and start where we are. So the first thing I'm gonna mark is I slept in. Then I had a lazy morning. And then I called out of work. You guys, I'm currently looking for another job. It's mm, hopefully I get a call back. I've been applying. Anyway, for sleeping in, this is from Carl. I have not filmed in so long. I'm kind of all over the place. This is from the doodles that came with the kit. Hold on one second. Let me show you everything I pulled in. Lynner Designs. She has quite a few add-ons. I used a lot of Quinn, as you can see. Okay. And then I have the icons, as well as she has another set of character stickers. I only use like 2 of those, but I love me some Quinn stickers. So that is where that stickers from. Then I marked having a lazy morning. This is actually from Carly Plans. So there's that. Then I called out. I was just so over it. The day prior I had worked a double and I was over it. I was irritated. I was all the things. I called out. Not ashamed to say. I had a smoothie this day. I've really been on my health kick. Not necessarily working out, but like trying to eat healthier and take vitamins and stuff. I'm gonna get back into working out, but uh we can only do what we can do, starting out slow. And then I had got my Mary Ruth delivery, and that is like a brand of vitamins, and I've heard before that I do not like taking pills, that's for one. And she has like liquid iron, which I've needed iron for a long time. And she also has like liquid multivitamin, and your body absorbs the liquid vitamins better than the pill form. And then I take I take mine with orange juice because iron absorbs better with vitamin C. And it's been working. My nails are stronger. And I guess I hope it's been working. But yeah, I got that. I had Domino's, and then Domino's had like a $9.99 pizza. Honestly, I should have got that tonight. Anyway, anyway, but yeah, I had Domino's, and then I watched Law and Order SVU for that smoothie. That's from Carly Plans. For my Mirror Roof delivery, that's Quinn is from Lynner Designs. Then for Domino's, I have another Quinn Domino's. Now I did print this sheet myself. I hope you guys can see it. So it's a little off cut, but I print and cut it myself. So that's okay. And then for Law and Order SVU, we have Olive from Lynner Designs as well. And that was our Monday. On to Tuesday. Oh wow. What happened? I've lost the sticker. Okay, I found it. So for Tuesday, I marked that I slept in. Since I now work like second shift, I've been like, my goal, oh, I need to fix this. I'm like kind of not in the camera. But my goal has been like wake up at 8 o'clock, but not all the time do I wake up at 8. Getting off at 11 and kind of winding down. I do good if I can go to sleep by 2 a.m., honestly. Um, so yeah. But so lately I've been sleeping in a lot. So for sleeping, that is from Lynner Designs, Quinn from Lynner Designs. I order groceries. This is also from that same sheet from Lynner Designs. Then I watched LSU versus Arkansas. I do love a good piece of gymnastics. I am a LSU and Florida Gators fan. I'm actually rooting for the Gators to win the NCAA championship. We'll see what happens. So yeah, but yeah, I watched LSU versus Arkansas. That was a really good one. But I had a YouTube binge. I had a chef salad this day. Sometimes you just need a good chef salad, I feel like. And I watched Law and Order SVU. I've been trying to like cook more at home. Kind of am, kind of not, kind of in between. I have a hard time deciding what I want to eat before I go grocery shopping. So yeah, there's that. For my YouTube binge, I, I did mention these are from Lynner Designs. That's from Carly Plans. Lynner Designs, that is from the characters. Then for my chef salad, that is from Once More Love. And then for Law and Order SVU, this is from the icons from the kit. I have been on Law and Order SVU. If you're wondering, I have not yet finished Criminal Minds. I've gotten back into watching it. I went a while without watching it, but we're still making it through Criminal Minds. So, of course, on Wednesday, I marked sleeping in. Surprise, surprise. Oh, you guys, this is so TikTok coded, but I had sardines for the first time in a long time. Because TikTok got me into, it's supposed to be healthy, omega 3s, high protein, low carb, all the things. So I had sardines for the first time. And it was tasted the same as I remember it. I think this day were like the smoked ones. I actually really like the smoked ones. So yeah, and then I had an iced latte this day. So for sleeping in, that is from Carly Plans. For sardines, that is from Mick Plans. For having a iced latte, that is from the coin sheet from Lynner Designs. All right, next I marked that I worked. Yeah, because I called out this day. I was off this day. So I worked this day. Had some Burger King, and I watched Law and Order SVU. So for working, these scrubs are from Carly Plans, which is perfection. For Burger King, this is from Lynner Design. She released like a bunch of like fast food stickers, which come in handy. And then for watching Law and Order SVU, this is also from Lynner Designs. It's from that Quinn sheet that came with the kit. And that is our first week. And it's really cute. Loving the vibes. All right. On to, did I say first week? I meant first half, but y'all know. Okay. So, first things first. I slept in. Hope you guys can see. I slept in. I marked I had rice, sardines, and eggs, which means had rice, sardines, and eggs. It's actually really good. It might sound nasty, but don't knock it till you try, you know? And then I watched Law and Order SVU, and I had a YouTube binge. Which, okay, you guys can see. Hold up. I knew I needed to fix something. Okay, so for sleeping in, this is from the icons that came with the kit. For my rice, eggs, and sardines, this is from Lynner Design. She's really cute. For Law and Order SVU, this is from Geeky Giraffe Designs. It's like a wanted poster. I thought it went perfect with like mystery shows or even true crime. So pick that up. And for my YouTube binge, that is from the coin sheet from Lynner Designs. All right. Next, I marked that I had iced latte this day. I worked. I was annoyed probably at work because, yeah. And I had Domino's because why not? You know, they have a really good deal going on. I think you can get any pizza for $9.99, like no matter the toppings. So yeah. So for ice, I had an ice latte that is from the icons that came with the kit. For working, we have a scrub shirt from Carly Plans. For being annoyed, this is from it's the Quincy. I'm blanking, y'all. It was a rough day at work. I'm not going to lie. Okay, that. And for dominoes, this is also from Lynner Designs. All right, on to Friday. Friday, I think, yeah, we're doing 5 up top. We're doing first thing first. I marked, oh, I fell. I had a smoothie. Oh, that's why. I was trying to fix that. Okay, I had a smoothie. I got my Happy Meal from Sadie Stickers, which were these inserts in my insert cover that I showed you guys. And then I went to Michael's because I had to pick up the disc for my planners. Then I had a little Taco Bell snack, just a little slice snack for work. And I watched Law and Order SVU. Oh yeah, I did. Cause I left pretty early just to make sure I could go to Michael's, because Michael's was like, the Michael's that had the disc is like 45 minutes from where I lived, and then I had to travel another good bit from the Michael's to work. So I made sure to leave pretty early so I can do that. So I had some time to kill before I had to clock in. So I watched a little Law and Order SVU on my phone before work. You know, a little decompression situation. I love to like get to work early just to decompress. Um, just a few minutes, not nothing crazy, but just decompress in my car before I go, because I currently work at a facility that has nothing but Alzheimer's patients. And if you know, you know that is not for the weak, mentally or physically, but especially mentally. So I like to decompress before I go to work. Um, I had a smoothie for Sadie Stickers. This is Both of those are from Once More with Love. And for going to Michael's, I just used a planner from the kit. For Taco Bell, this is from Lynner Designs. And for watching Law and Order SVU, this is a popcorn bear from Carly Plans. All right. Next thing, I of course marked that I worked this day. And I was literally just over it. I marked just mentally over it. You know, honestly, this job, um, is a lot, and we're short staff, and being short staff in a place where, uh, you know, their behaviors and stuff like that is not easy. Yeah. So, and with Alzheimer's, it gets to a point where there's nothing you can do to redirect at a certain point. Sometimes they just don't understand, and it's not their fault, and it's and the facility is not run properly, you know. So yeah, but it's healthcare. It is what it is, you know. So for working, that is from Carly Plans. For just being over it, I was just over it. That is from What's More Is Love. I had Wingstop. I needed Wingstop. I What's crazy is, on my lunch break, I went to pick up me some wine, to drink after work, of course, because I get off at 11 and everything's pretty much closed. So I went on my lunch break, went to like a Kroger's, got me some wine, and when I got off work, came home. Just I needed some wine. And I had not drunk wine in a long time. And that wine, I got the XXL wine. That wine is okay, but it literally I was talking to my aunt. She said it's like isopropyl alcohol. Like, and after she said it, I'm like, yeah, it's pretty strong. It's like 16%, but it's sweet wine. I can't explain it. Like, I cannot do the dry wine. That dry wine, it tastes like you're drinking a shot. I don't know. In my opinion, I don't know. I cannot do the dry wines. I like a sweet wine, but that one is a bit too strong. It like feels like, and I went on TikTok and looked up the wine, looked up videos. They was like, that should not. It's sold in grocery stores at 16%. It's like, it was a lot. So yeah. So there's that. So on Saturday, I got a random deposit. Well, I found the mail. I'm the type I do not like be checking the mail for real. So I found the mail and I was trying to like look up the card, and yeah, I had money on there, which is really, really exciting. So that is from Lynner Designs. Oh, I forgot to mention that's from Plans. Then okay, the day prior, I realized my phone charger wasn't working. I was like, oh, I probably just need to buy a new one. So then I look at it literally blew up, like the block. I have an iPhone. The block, and then where you connect it was like melted, like it had caught on fire or something, I don't know. So I'm worried that my charger blew up, and I'm like, a good thing like nothing happened to the house or anything, but that's crazy. And then I marked Happy Meal. I think I got some mail from Amazon. Honestly, who knows at this point. um I should know because that was literally just last week. But I don't know, but I got some Happy Meal. That's from Scribble Prints Co. And this is from What's Worth Love. Then I watched Law and Order SVU. This is day. And y'all, this is so funny. Like a wasp got into my room and terrified. Just treacherous. I left my room for like a few hours. Yeah, I did. But it actually was good for me because I actually got some things done that I've been meaning to get done. I took my laptop and I left. I said, oh no, ma'am, that wasp is not going to get me. But then I ended up winning because I ended up killing it. But I didn't have the strength. And I was at home by myself. I did not have the strength to do it by myself. I fingers crossed, whatever you want to say. I have never been stung by a bee or wasp. My mom is really, really allergic to them. So, and I've made it without being stung yet. And I want to continue not being stung. But yeah, I just left my room, took my computer, and organized some files. But anyway, and I called my mom. Yes, I did. I called my mom, and we ended up on the phone for like a long time. That's why I'm marking it to tell her that the wasp was trying to get me. But yeah, we ended up talking for a long time, and I organized my files because y'all know I'm a printable girly, and I print my own kits, print and cut my kits, as well as print and cut my 4 bundles. So I have so many files, and I do print a lot of my character stickers, the ones I can find available. Most of like Lynner Designs, Carly Plans, I think those, and Geeky Giraffe Designs, I print all those character stickers. No, trying to save $1, you know. Um, so yeah, that happened. And then I had some Taco Bell. Surprise, surprise. I sat up here at the beginning. I think it was the week prior. I was eating more at home. But yeah, I'm back to eating at home again this week. Am I though? A few times. Anyway, nonetheless, had some Taco Bell, and then I marked the Gators who won the SEC championships. This is a gymnastic thingy, but that is from the character stickers that came with the kit. All right. Let's see. Okay, yes. So, this on Sunday, the first thing I wanted to mark is that my niece had an eye infection. So I want to mark that. Yeah, it was like just oozing, like pouring out. You know how most time if you have allergies, you'll have like a little, I guess you call it discharge or whatever from the eye. Um, but her eyes was just oozing. So they took her to the doctor, and it was like, no, it was a bacterial infection. And apparently it was going around because she missed like 3 days of school, and it was going around at school. So let's see. I think it's all straight. So I did want to mark that. And then I ordered some groceries. Her name is not Gertie, but that's like a little nickname because when she was a little younger, she walked like an old person. Like she walked with her knees bent. It was so freaking funny. But they said her brother, he used to walk with his knees like straight. He would not bend his knees at all. So it's so hilarious. But yeah. I ordered some groceries. I print cut and foil this day. I was working on this spread. And then I had an ice latte. And that's from Sweet Apple Paper. That's from McPlans. All right. Getting down to the nitty gritty. I marked that I did the dishes this day. No, that's for Criminal Minds. Then I did the dishes. I watched Law Order SVU, and I watched the SEC champions. They won the day prior, but I watch it on YouTube because I don't have like ESPN or anything like that. So I always watch like the games like the day after, because there's a channel that uploads the games and stuff, or meets as you would call them. So I watched the SEC championships this day. So there's that. Is it next week? No, I don't think. Well, actually, it is next week because I'm living this week. But it's so crazy. I feel like something is magnetized. I don't know. It feels like something is sticking. Oh, it's probably that. Never mind. Uh, but anyway, I'm so excited. Regionals. Well, next week should be the NCAA championships. Hopefully, like next year, I'll go to the championships. So yeah, and I want to go to a Georgia game, which I live in Atlanta, so I definitely could go. Because Georgia's been doing really good since the coach for Georgia's women's gymnastics is actually Simone Biles' coach. So they've been really doing good. So I can see them in the next couple years be in the running for like a championship or whatever, because Georgia hasn't won in a long time. So for Criminal Minds, that is from the Icon. For Dishes, that is from the Quinn sheet that came with the kit. For Law and Order SVU, that is from Carly Plans. And I marked watching the SEC championship with a leotard from Carly Plans. I'm going to actually pop this back in my planner like I used to do back in the day, and I'll show you guys the finished spread. Okay, guys, this is the final spread. Oh, I didn't do it. I did see Lynner Design say you should get this roller thingy, and I did. It was like, I think I ended up getting a pack with like 2 of them, and so I am gonna roll it a bit more off camera, but I think it does help, especially because this is the matte foil. I don't have the ability to foil at home. I think the only person who has the glossy foil or has the ability to foil it, unless you manufacture, is Planner Hannah, I think. I don't know. But yeah, this is just a clear matte, but it works. So yes, guys, this is the look at that. And I think it comes out a little better with the foiling. I don't know. But yes, guys, that is my finished spread, and I will see you guys again next week. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this spread. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.